prefer a no talking version, so there should be a card to that video coming up right now. So these switches are quite interesting. I actually came across them on a YouTube Switch review. The thing that immediately attracted my attention is this review was called something like the most affordable mechanical switch or something like that. And they weren't lying. This is $10 for a pack of 45 switches, which almost seems too good to be true, to be honest. So let's find out together if that is the case. This is how the switches arrive out of the box. It does in fact come with this plastic film, which I think you'll agree sounds quite nice. Now let me just flip this around. I will put it back onto the front of the box here. Just have to be very careful. The microphone is very sensitive. Switches themselves, I will say, these are the cheapest ones that I have bought so far, and they come in the most premium packaging, so something a little bit ironic about that. I am also guessing that they ship from the factory because these took about 2 weeks to arrive from China, and in fact on the box, especially on the back, you'll see a lot of Chinese as well. just blown away so far by the quality that we are experiencing. And you can see even the box has a little bit of texture on it, and that is what that sounds like. So let me open this box and reveal what the switches look like. And again, this is exactly what I'm talking about, the quality of the packaging. All of the other switches I've received so far have just been in a bag together and not separated, which I wonder if other manufacturers are going to start doing that. And now that I flip it to the back here, this is going to be the one downside of them so far. Is once I get them out, I can show you a little bit closer. But it is a 3-pin switch design. 5-pin would maybe be ideal, but it should still be solid enough for hot swappable keyboards. I will have to put it on my own and report back on that one. But already, even out of the box, these feel quite nice. Although, just like any other switch, it's a matter of preference. I'm almost at a loss for words to level with you guys. These have been very impressive. Let me just grab 2 of them out of the packaging. So up close, that is what they sound like. The camera having a little bit of trouble focusing closer, but hopefully it will do that in just a moment so I can show you guys the up close view of the front and the back and see about that 3-pin switch design I was talking about. So there we go. So that is the front. And let me just turn it over. And the back right there, so you can see the 2 metal pins and then the 1 plastic pin in the center. I know I keep saying it, but I didn't quite expect this level of quality and presentation for such a cheap switch. And I hope Akko doesn't take the lead of some other manufacturers that have made a value product and then upon seeing the popularity gone ahead and raised the price. So you may want to get in on these switches if you are interested, and you can find them at akkogear.com, I believe. That's AKKO and then gear. And I'm just going to put these switches back now, and let me get them back in the plastic. And then put them back in the box. My keyboard is actually still at work, so I'll have to bring it home and test out these switches. So maybe I will do another video about that. But for now, let us get these back in the box. And now, back in the light, you can really see that texture on the box. Once the camera decides to focus again. And this will be a little bit of a difficult part here, sort of testing my dexterity, maneuvering around the camera, but no issues there. And let me slowly put the sleeve back on. Here is the ultimate test. Trying to put the plastic back on, positioned like this. So guys, that is going to bring us to the end of this video.